Well, we're real pleased to get that win against a very fine SMU team. We, played a team that just hurts you from so many different areas. They can obviously shoot the three from 4 different spots, and the big guy is a load, and you've got to, they play through him either at the high post or the low post, and he puts you in so many situations where you have to double. And you got to decide where you're going to help from. And I thought the biggest key of the game was Wayne Portlotten and Gabe McCulley. We threw everything over there. We started Bo on him. We played Claude on him for minutes. Wayne gave us a little bit of a lift in the first half and the start of the second half. Gabe played some great minutes. And, Gabe went back and rebounded it from his position. Jeremy rebounded from his position. Christian went back and got some. We had really solid play in the second half. I thought that the biggest problem we had was making those first 3 or 4 threes to start the ball game, and just decided we were just going to make them all. And then we proceeded to take about 5 really bad shots and got them right in the game, got their heads up, got them some confidence. And their shot selection in the first half was much better than ours. When you looked at the shot chart, they had loaded it up with shots in the paint, and we had shots all around the three-point line. And I thought it reversed and changed a little bit in the second half. We got more selective. We took better shots. As a result, we scored more points in the second half. I thought our defense really picked up once Randy got a handle on what Samparissis was doing. He did a great job on him in the second half. Julian was guarding a guy that was averaging 17 points a game in that quantity. He had 29 2 games ago, and held him to 2 field goals tonight, which was a huge stat in this game. And we got solid play from a lot of guys. Perez came in. Solid minutes. Game got better when he was in there. It was tough on Ike to come in a key spot with 4.5 minutes to go with Randy cramping, and the game didn't get worse. Bohannon had to go in to relieve Gabe, and did a solid job during that stretch that he was in there. So it's a good win, and we now are getting into a stretch where we're playing 8 games in 22 days, and it's going to be a real challenge, but we got a bunch of veterans that I think are going to give it their best shot during the stretch.
Coach, what did you do to shut down their 3 heading into the second half?
Well, I just think that we got a better feel for their actions. This is probably the most sophisticated offense that anybody runs in our league. A lot of, you just can't put out everything that they do. And I think by guarding it for a half, our guys got a better sense. We just told them that you got to close. We can't worry about Papadilla right now. We got to have somebody step up and guard him one-on-one. We're not worried about all that help, but we just got to close to this 3-point line. But the thing is, this kid set such great screens, Papadilla, that it's tough for these guards to fight through. We weren't giving a lot of help off the screen and rolls because they're running the screen and rolls primarily to get Papadilla to dive and then play through him. So we wanted to stay between Papadilla and the basket. As a result, we weren't hedging off of Papadilla. And I think our guards just did a better job of fighting through the screens and getting where they needed to get. But all in all, it's a great team win. And, I think that UTEP, what score was 49-45 last year, or 51-48. We were able to get some points on the board. I think it's because we finally got a little more selective and took better shots and executed, screened better, got some things in the lane, and Julian made some great decisions off the drive and off the dribble. So, real proud of the win. I thought Randy played well also.
It seemed like the halftime mentality, or out of halftime mentality, was attack the basket. Is that what you're talking about? Better shots? It seemed
well,
like
yeah. We just pointed out the shot selection, the shot chart that we always look at halftime. Where our shots coming from, where their shots coming from, and it's a real simple game. Whoever gets it in the lane more is going to win. They're going to shoot more free throws, which we did. It's the biggest stat in the game is our 19 attempts, and how many they have? 5 attempts. Okay, so we got it into the paint, and we, as a result, got fouled more, either off of deep post catches or off of drives, and that became our additional scorer on the floor. Was the foul line. Gave us that extra guy to go get points.
How important was getting a win tonight, a home win, after what Memphis did?
Well, I think it was very important, and you know, either way in that game, there was going to be an issue. If Southern Miss had won that game, they were going to have 3 losses. So, you know, we've got Memphis coming to our place, and it'll be I'm sure a real live atmosphere in here. But we need a live atmosphere in here next week when we come back home. Who do we have when we come back home next week after Southern Miss?
Houston.
We need this place packed when we get back home here next week. It's going to be a real challenge as well down the stretch. We need to sell out every night. And but it was a great win because we have to go back to SMU, and that's not going to be a lot of fun.
Did the referees fire this team up a little bit? It seemed like they fired you up a little bit.
Oh, I thought I was very calm. Yeah, you'd have to ask our players if they fired him up. I don't know.
How big was it when Papatio got his 4th foul?
You know, it was a key play in the game, but probably not as big as just our ability to go back and guard him on the other end in defensive rebound and get to that 3-point line. How many points they scored in the second half?
21.
21. That's huge, and you know, 10 of those were field goals. Okay, they didn't get to the line in the second half, and I thought our guys are playing with more poise on both ends, and as a result, we're getting a little better.